Welcome to Simply Joy by Kristen. I'm Kristen, and I'm so glad you are here. Anyone else ready to create spring? Or maybe you have the feeling I do where I thought I had more time than I did. Anyways, I'm going to create a few little miniatures with you today. I started with these beautiful little baskets, but I felt like they had too much of a yellow tone, so I'm just darkening them up with a little antique wax watered down. And then I took a thin wood round and kind of shoved it down as far as I could to give a base for my bunnies. Aren't these so adorable? They are from Hobby Lobby and I got them on sale, and I think they come out to about 50 cents a piece, so not too bad. I really do like the coloring on them versus maybe some others you find elsewhere. And then of course I'm adding some moss in. I personally like adding a lot of different textures. I think it gives interest. You'll notice I add a few things here and there. I really thought I was going to add in some flowers, but I didn't. However, I think the bunnies need something extra. So I'm going to take you to a brand new place that I just found. It's called Art of Recycle, and this place was marvelous. And they had a bag of these teeny little bows. Like, how adorable are they? And I think they are so perfect on these bunnies. So let's go back to the Art of Recycle for inspiration for the next creation. This place is huge and it has so many rooms. Like, this room was all wood, and either it was priced or it was by the pound. So like, I could just get a couple little things for really reasonable. Like, look at all these butterflies. Like, this place was massive. So here was my haul. I did so well, but we are going to use these beautiful blue velvet eggs next. So I'm sticking with those baskets that I toned down with the antiquing wax. I took a piece of cardboard this time because I actually wanted to kind of angle things. So you'll see that I kind of made it look like a slide almost. And now I'm going to build it up with moss and flowers and some greenery before I put in a nest, because ultimately we need a little place for these beautiful velvet eggs to go. I was really proud of myself on this. Like, those leaves are left over from flowers that I had already used from something else, but I thought the leaves were so pretty that I kept them. Like, that lavender I've had for ages, and so I really felt that I was resourceful at looking at what I had and making it work. But it doesn't look like I forced anything. I just love the composition of all these textures and the colors, and I feel like they complement the blue egg so well. I could only fit one in there where it looked okay. But how sweet did these turn out? Let's do a booth update before I get to the last creation. I added shelves. These photo lead shelves were the perfect addition to my little book nook in my booth. I love it, and I've sold so many more books in these last few weeks since adding them, so totally worth it. Okay, back to some nests. I wanted to have some that could hold more than just one egg. And so these are the larger ones that are available at Hobby Lobby. They're actually in their garden section or fake floral section, not in the Easter one. But anyways, these were perfect because I could put 3 eggs in there. So I'm testing out a little greenery before I glue it into place. These didn't need as much extras as my other one, and I decided not to put them on anything, that way that whoever buys them can tuck them under a cloche or add them into a little scene. I just feel like there's a lot of options by keeping in this way, but I did of course have to add some little touches, and I just think that they are just as sweet as the other 2 earlier. One of my favorite parts of being a creator is when things just come together. So I was sourcing in January, and I shared this with you that I was inspired by these blues and greens in a thrift shop, and I started to gather just my little mini vignette. And then fast forward to the art of recycle. They had those blue velvet eggs, and I cannot wait to add the nest and the bunnies into this collection. I think it's going to look so good all together. Thank you, friend, so much for being here. It means everything. If you want to give me a heart and a like, I would love it. And if you want to continue to follow me on my journey as a booth owner and as a creator, feel free to subscribe, and I will see you next time.